the ultimate surfing trip to Australia for 14 days. Watch this ESPN Surfer Magazine show. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE to answer questions, or go to your local video or surf shop and study the covers of these hot new videos from Rhino Home Video. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE for a chance to win the grand prize or instant prizes from these great manufacturers. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE. Each call is $2 per minute and $1.50 for each additional minute, or here's how to enter with no purchase or phone call necessary. Rules are available wherever Surfer Magazine videos are sold. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE and ride the ultimate wave.
Happy 4th, buds and budettes. Well, we're halfway through Bud Summer, which means it's time for our halftime extravaganza. Let's do it! Right now, you can get your own genuine Bud wrap. Whoa! Look for displays when you buy Bud Light. Whoa! And Bud Light. And Bud Light. Then you can win a Bud Label swimming pool. Whoa! Bud Summer keeps on rolling!
Nice wrap.
Kodak presents the film that's a camera. That's recyclable. Take your shots, bring it in for processing, get great color prints back, then grab another. The film that's a camera by Kodak.
The Young Turk. No, I'm not talking about some turn-of-the-century Turkish revolutionary or even the latest Rod Stewart album. I'm talking about a young, brash islander who, like his contemporary, Sonny Garcia, is ripping, and he's ripping apart the establishment. The Young Turk I'm talking about is John Shamooka.
Surf teams, although comprised of a group of divergent individuals, usually takes on a collective character and style of the strongest and most charismatic surfer of the bunch. In the case of Team Offshore, this guiding light is one John Shamooka. Known as the Shmoo to his buddies, John is a playful character who, being the archetypical Hawaiian, is loose and carefree on the beach, but highly focused in the water. With Shmoo in the lead, Team Offshore has a definite young and playful edge with a full-on aggressive surf style in the lineup. And while this is a team of individuals, it's John Shamooka, the touring pro on the ASP World Circuit, that is clearly the lead character. Shamooka found success early in his competitive career as the dominant Hawaiian amateur and state champ for 3 years in a row. Then, turning pro last year, he was sensational in early summer competitions, winning the Aloe Up Cup and handing world-class Aussie standout Dave McCauley his first finals defeat ever.
Well, at times, you know, I feel like just saying, hey, it's all over for me, you know, I don't want to go on the tour anymore, and just throw in the towel and just soul surf, free surf. I'm just here soul surfing, trying to find myself. But have fun as well. When you're surfing on the tour of the ASP, it's your mind has got to be focused. When you're free surfing, you don't have to worry about nothing. All those contests, all that stress. You know, that's the difference. Being focused and disciplined, to whereas if you're free surfing, you don't have to think about anything. It's like taking off and getting to, going down the line, whatever. Going around the buggy, no Bill, no Paul. I love it.
A lot of people criticize John for being such a constant joker, but with his super fast, low-gravity, high-styling approach in the water, he's a top 16 threat for sure, and that he takes very seriously.
I always wanted to be a fireman, you know, but I'm kind of short. So, you know, I don't know what else there's left. I haven't really looked into it, but I'd like to go back to school and, you know, check it out, and fireman or whatever, painter, something, help, 911, help wanted, job, please.
While Shamooka makes enough noise for the whole crew, that's plenty okay with Matt Mondragon, a low-profile man in his early 20s who chooses a different way of contributing to the offshore team. While Matt's surfing is certainly competitive, his attitude is laid back, his demeanor is quiet. Matt's free surfing is so sensational that he can take the quiet path, and by working closely with top surf photographers, earn the exposure that the team's sponsor measures success by.
When I paddle out, I just think of one thing. I just want to
get out there, you know, and do my best. I'm not worried about the waves. I'm eager. I want to get out there.
One of the differences between a good surfer and a great one is that the greater surfer is more fun to watch. They're never quite predictable, and they'll just knock you back and blow you away with radical maneuvers that seem to come out of nowhere. And that's the way Matt's fellow surfers describe him, as an explosive free surfer pressed from the same mold as, say, Martin Potter. Completing the offshore team is yet another completely different type of surfer. Paul Freeze is a classy 23-year-old from Hawaii, Oahu, who during his high school years was an all-round waterman. Paul was one of the young outrigger canoe club guys who became accomplished at all the Hawaiian-style ocean arts, including outrigger canoe paddling. Paul is now living in California and literally surfs his way through college while serving team offshore as both manager and competitor on the PSAA circuit. From irrepressible John Shamooka, the ASP star with a top 16 future, to Matt Mondragon, a laid-back yet explosive soul surfer, to Paul Freeze, student, athlete, and all-round waterman, the offshore surf team really does reflect the diversity and richness of the entire sport of surfing.
The 29th and 30th of June and Sunday, July 1st, Laguna Seca Raceway comes alive because it's time for the Toyota Monterey Motorsports Jamboree, headlined by the Toyota Atlantic Championship Series, the Escort World Challenge Series, the Truck Guard Shell Zone Challenge, plus the Codilux Nassport GT cars and the American Cities Racing League. Great racing and lots of tickets at Fast, Ticketmaster, or Ticketron, or call 1-800-367-9939. Come be part of the Toyota Monterey Motorsports Jamboree in Laguna Seca.
Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Diamond Mine Mini Storage. Does a high cost of storage discourage you? At Diamond Mine Mini Storage, our main concern is to offer affordable, secure storage. Compare and you'll agree, Diamond Mine Mini Storage has the best facilities at unbeatable prices. After renting with Diamond Mine, if you find lower prices, I'll refund the difference. Come see me at Diamond Mine Mini Storage, home of affordable, secure storage.
In Union City, it's Diamond Mine Mini Storage, where no one can beat our mini storage prices.
Tigers battle the Athletics, or in some areas, see the Blue Jays take on the Red Sox. Then the Royals meet the Mariners. Tuesday night, live on ESPN.
Wargo's first surf film effort, Liquid Thunder, is a bare-bones, no-frills, thinking man's documentary. Liquid Thunder's style and execution is classic pure cinema, tracing the Hawaiian tradition from its historic roots to the present. Wargo restates why Oahu's North Shore is the surfer's utopia.
What I did is I went to the North Shore as a filmmaker who's a surfer. Okay.
Liquid Thunder is not the norm when it comes to the look of the 90s. This hour-and-a-half production contains no scratch film, flashy editing, shaky photography, or any other modern gimmicks. Music, pictures, and sound are the communicators. Less is more.
One of the themes of the film is that the North Shore is the epicenter of our sport. And it really is on a lot of different levels, culturally, historically, and right now, I mean, in what's happening with performance and style and the way surfing is progressing. It always comes down to the North Shore. Oahu's North Shore. It's only 7 miles from Velziland to Haleiwa. It's just a short drive down Cam Highway. But it's a drive packed with more power, more size, more consistency, and more variety than anywhere on the planet. It may only be a short trip, but it's a trip that spans the centuries of surfing's rich heritage, a legacy which is a privilege for every surfer to share.
Liquid Thunder. This is one flick where if you're not careful, you just might learn something.
With Mark Partain, Jim Gingery, Mike Estes, Carrick Heaton, and Daryl Delgado, and they showed us where to get Insane Diego. San Diego's been a hotspot for skating since the advent of the urethane wheel. Does anybody remember the Cadillac Kid? Greg Weaver grew up down here. This was the birthplace of Logan Erskine, the Bain Flexiboard, the streets of La Costa, Escondido Reservoir, Kona Bowl, and even the world's first skate park. San Diego defined the California style. Fluid, smooth, and always radical. San Diego's last skate park fell to the bulldozer's blade. But that didn't stop the down south boys. There's all kinds of places to skate down here. From the streets in front of your house to the spillway in East San Diego. One man's ditch is another man's bird. It's all what you make of it. Scene in San Diego's on fire. Today, San Diego is a haven for top skaters. And who could beat it with an average year-round temperature of 72 degrees, giving you a full 360 days of shredding a year. From dawn to dusk, it's insane down here. Insane Diego.
Don't go away, the adventurer, Sonny Miller, with our surf report, right after this.
Win the ultimate surfing trip to Australia for 14 days. Watch this ESPN Surfer Magazine show, call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE to answer questions or go to your local video or surf shop and study the covers of these hot new videos from Rhino Home Video. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE for a chance to win the grand prize or instant prizes from these great manufacturers. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE. Each call is $2 first minute and $1.50 for each additional minute, or here's how to enter with no purchase or phone call necessary. Rules are available wherever Surfer Magazine videos are sold. Call 1-900-4-HOT-WAVE and ride the ultimate wave.
There's more than one way to win cash in McDonald's Dick Tracy Crime Stopper game.
Give it up, prune face.
Collect the mobsters from your game cards and watch for their ugly mugshots each week at McDonald's. Make a match and you can make $1 million.
Aha! There's the old pucker foot.
We solved that case without a wrinkle.
We?
Dick Tracy. The movie is only in theaters.
I'm ribbing him out.
The game is only at McDonald's.
Kodak presents the film That's a Camera. That's recyclable. Take your shots, bring it in for processing, get great color prints back, then grab another. The film That's a Camera by Kodak.
Bali is just one of over 13,000 Indonesian islands, most of which are uninhabited. This is just a starting point for most adventurers. Beyond here lie unexplored tropical islands, where grinding coral reef surf breaks along thousands of miles of wild Indian Ocean shores. Since the 1970s, Bali has been synonymous with adventure in the world of surfing. This Indonesian island sits right at the crossroads of reality. Life in Bali today is the classic struggle of the third world. Traditional cultural beliefs clashing with the rush towards modernization. Traveling surfers will find this especially true. Don't forget that the sport was completely alien to the Balinese people before Gerry Lopez and company explored Indonesia in the early 70s. Local beliefs held that demons and spirits lived in the sea. In fact, the infamous break Uluwatu in Balinese means evil waters. Evil spirits or not, this world-class spot should never be taken lightly. For once you've challenged these waves, you'll never be the same.
It's something I get to go and do every day and just take my aggressions out. It's just self-expression.
It's perfect ramp and it's consistent. You can just drop in and just bust out. See the height and the speed about the whole thing, the adrenaline, you get pumped. You're cruising everything and you're forgetting to breathe and you're trying to remember to do this and that, and then you're stoked and you're staying on.
And it's really easy to get hurt vert skating. Because you're always going fast and you always have that element of danger there.
People are getting hurt. It's a dangerous sport, but you gotta just take it all into consideration and just know your limits.
It just takes time, dedication. Pretty much anyone can do it. Anyone can have fun doing it. That's what it's all about.